Hello everyone, I'm Dixie Gillaspie, and you are witnessing my very first video. I've been a little intimidated by the technology, and I've hated cameras since I was about 14, so it took a huge amount of inspiration to get me willingly in front of a video camera. That inspiration arrived today actually on my Facebook page, and it was a video that was a contest entry posted by a young entrepreneur. Michael W. Montgomery is almost 19 years old. He's been in business since 2007, and he posted this for an opportunity to travel with the Go Giver Tour from Chicago to Orlando, where they will also attend a 3-day event called Extreme Business Makeovers, which is hosted by Berg Communications. Um, the tour was inspired by the book The Go Giver by Bob Berg and John David Mann. And the 4 entrepreneurs who are heading this up actually met through social media. They were so inspired by the book that they wanted to find a way to share what they were discovering about the Go-Giver and what they've mastered about social media with some other young starting entrepreneurs to give them a head start in their business. I've been paying special attention to this event because of my involvement with the book. I've been coaching the book for about a year. And what inspired me about this video wasn't just the video itself, although it was fantastic. It was the comment below the video. And one of the guys who's heading up this tour, there are 4 of them actually, Bradley Will, Brian Tompkins, Gabe Strom, and Gilbert Millett. And Gilbert had asked Michael in one of the comments which one of the 5 laws of stratospheric success from the book The Go-Giver did he relate to most. And Michael's answer put in a beautiful nutshell what I have found after a year of working with the material in the book. He said, I hope to level out across the entire spectrum of the law, but I think that's going to take a little time. Michael, you're right. It takes a little time. In fact, I expect that it's going to take me the rest of my lifetime. But it is, in fact, secret to stratospheric success. I get a lot of people in my coaching practice who say, are there some people that are just natural go-givers? There are some people that it's more natural for, easier for than others. And if it's about giving and reaching stratospheric success through giving, how long is this going to take? Because it sounds like it could take a really long time. I don't know how many of you have read the book, but just so you'll recognize it when you see it, this is the book. If you haven't read it, of course, I highly recommend it. It's changed my life and my business. It's changed the life and business of clients. So if you haven't read it, I suggest that you do that. Even if you have read it, though, I'm going to suggest that you go back and revisit all 5 laws, because so many people are so focused on the giving part. And I know that seems kind of counterintuitive to a lot of people. We are taught that success in business is measured by how much we get. It's measured by how much money you make. It's measured by what you're able to purchase in material goods. It's measured by gross sales of the company. It's measured by profits. But it's measured by what you get, income. And yet this is a book that suggests that the path to stratospheric success begins with giving, or as Bob Berg says, shifting the focus from getting to giving. But what I believe is that is only the beginning. So I would like to just very quickly sum up some of the things that have been most meaningful, most transformational for me and for my clients out of each of the 5 laws. I'm not going to quote the 5 laws. You can find those in so many other places. Get the book. But each one of the 5 laws is exemplified and demonstrated by a character. And in the first law, we meet Ernesto. And Ernesto sums it up very well. He says, will it make money is not a bad question. It is a bad first question. The first question should be, will it serve? In other words, how does it add value? How are you going to, through your business, add value? The second law is taught to us by Nicole. And Nicole shares with Joe that she had taken a concept that she had created for a classroom of kids and transformed that into something that was reaching thousands of kids. And Joe realizes that it's not even just about value, although that's the starting place. It's also about impact. And Nicole puts it so beautifully. She says that means that your income has no limitations because you can always find more people to serve. In other words, you can always increase your impact. In law number 3, we meet Sam, and Sam talks about a army of walking ambassadors. So your personal advocates, if you will, in the business community, the people that are out there generating buzz about you. If you haven't created that personal army of walking ambassadors, you definitely need to focus on law number 3. It's essential to success. In law number 4, we meet Deborah. And Deborah shows us that even though she had mastered the skills, everything that you could possibly want to know about real estate, and even though she had mastered everything there was to know literally from A to Z about selling, she had not created stratospheric success in the real estate market or in her life. It was only when she realized that 10% of success comes from knowledge and skills. 90% of success comes from people skills and from what you contribute of yourself. It's called the law of authenticity, but it isn't just about being authentic. It's also about contributing that authentic self to every relationship. It's about being willing to go on a limb and bring it to the table. Law number 5, I just focus on the part of breathe in, because Joe finally learned that giving is the equivalent of breathing out. And no one can breathe out and breathe out and breathe out without finally breathing in. So if you aren't experiencing stratospheric success and you'd like to be a go-giver and experience stratospheric success, I'm going to suggest that you do what a 19-year-old entrepreneur has already figured out is the essential part of applying the 5 laws. And that is to level out across the entire spectrum, because when you apply all 5 laws, I can almost guarantee stratospheric